Donating plasma was the first thing professional photographer Diana Barrett wanted to do after she recovered from coronavirus in March. Barrett is one of a growing number of COVID-19 survivors giving what's called convalescent plasma. Plasma with coronavirus antibodies, the immune system's natural response to the infection. That's aiding researchers who are trying to find out whether those antibodies are effective in helping others fight the deadly disease.
Antibodies are one of the things your body produces naturally to fight bugs. They help kill the bugs a variety of ways and so-called neutralize the virus. And if people have a high viral load and they're in the midst of an infection, we can sort of jumpstart their immune response by giving antibodies we've harvested from others. It allows really almost any hospitalized patient to be eligible. So anybody who's at risk for developing severe disease, I think the consensus is based on past experience that earlier is better and that you're going to struggle with individuals who've been in the ICU for a long, long time.
Trying convalescent plasma is not a new idea. It was used with success in the 1918 influenza epidemic.
Asian influenza spreads rapidly.
In more recent flu outbreaks.
Your entire family at the same time.
And against infections like polio before vaccines were available. But it failed during the 2014 Ebola crisis.
Also unten sind die Aries.
Around the world, researchers believe it's worthwhile to try.
Das Plasma.
It would offer, an intervention which is readily available and scalable. So I think, in some ways, the idea of prevention being better than cures is what really comes to the fore.
The process of giving plasma, called plasmapheresis, takes longer than blood donation and requires special equipment. A centrifuge separates the blood cells, which are returned to the donor, from the yellowish gold plasma. In suburban Columbus, Ohio, it was volunteer donors who gave hope to the family of high school senior Nick Butler. He has an immune disorder, so his body could not fight the coronavirus when he got sick. Paul Butler is Nick's father.
He is not like, his immune system's not like yours and mine. It does not have those antibodies, and the difference is his body doesn't produce them, so we actually inject them.
Nick was in Columbus's Nationwide Children's Hospital with his father by his side for 15 days, much of it in intensive care.
We got FaceTime and we talked to him and, basically told him we loved him. I'm sorry. And that was it.
While Nick clung to life, a family friend, Aaron Galloway, launched a social media search for convalescent plasma donors. Galloway laid out the qualifications donors had to meet to be a match.
You have tested positive for COVID-19 and you are 14 days symptom-free.
Around the same time, college junior Paige Fallon was coming out of quarantine. Back home in Ohio, her coronavirus test was positive. But there was a silver lining. She could try to be a donor for Nick Butler, a total stranger. An email confirmed she was a perfect match. Her plasma donation, made at an American Red Cross center, became Nick's fourth transfusion. His doctors aren't sure whether it was the medications, the convalescent plasma, or both that ultimately pulled Nick through. He's now home, literally running on the road to recovery toward his next goal, starting college in the fall. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.